Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Rob McInnes. I'm the chairman of the Canadian Phi Delta Theta Scholarship Foundation, and I want to welcome you to the Phi Delta Theta Canadian Foundation's 2022 Awards broadcast. I'm coming to you on your screens tonight from Chester, Nova Scotia, and we're delighted to have you join us wherever you may be in the country, in the US, or even perhaps around the world. Building on the success and momentum of last year's inaugural event, we're once again looking forward to celebrating the incredible accomplishments of our Canadian chapters and Canadian brothers. Tonight is an exciting one for the Canadian Foundation as it marks the culmination of a year of efforts of each of us as directors who have been promoting the foundation and raising funds from undergraduates, alumni, and friends of Phi Delta Theta alike. It's also exciting for our 2021 award winners, which we are announcing tonight. They will be finding out if they've received an award in just a few moments. I can tell you right now, however, that the Canadian Foundation is awarding a record amount this evening, totaling $37,250 in awards to 24 individuals with every chapter and emerging chapter in Canada. That's a record. Throughout the course of the award show, your Canadian Foundation Board will reveal the winners of the 2021 Leadership Awards and Scholarships, highlighting and recognizing the best and brightest Phi Delts, the leaders and scholars of the future. We hope you are as excited as we are to find out the winners, but first, we would like to set the stage for this evening by welcoming a very good friend of the Canadian fraternity and the Canadian Foundation, General Counsel Treasurer Dave Almasi, who is joining us this evening from Pennsylvania. And Dave, thanks so much for being a part of our evening tonight.
Good evening. My name is David Almasi, and I am currently the Treasurer on Phi Delta Theta's General Council. It is my honor and privilege to spend some time with you this evening to help kick off the 2021 Canadian Foundation Scholarship Award celebration. And it really is a celebration. As you know, sound learning is one of our cardinal principles, and although each cardinal principle is equally important, that of sound learning plays an integral role in the reason why we're all Phi Delts. We wouldn't be members of the organization had we not enrolled at a university in an effort to pursue our degrees and found this great organization as a result. So congratulations on your hard work and your efforts in the classroom, and congratulations on winning these awards. It is also my privilege to be able to provide a little bit of an update about what's going on within the general fraternity as well. You'll hear a little bit more about this later, but 2021 was a banner year for the Canadian Foundation, and it was a stellar year for Phi Delta Theta. When the unexpected happened with COVID-19 in the beginning of 2020, it disrupted everything that we knew about the higher education system and how we were our ability to operate. We decided to evaluate our strategic initiatives. We made important changes in the delivery methods for education. We kept a strong emphasis on growth and chapter support. And while many Greek organizations faltered, paused operations, or even lost members, Phi Delta Theta saw great strides all across the board. With the start of the 2021-22 academic year, recruitment numbers have held steady. The new chapter support model is proving very effective, and history will show that Phi Delta Theta successfully weathered the COVID pandemic with resilience, creativity, and compassion. As the world continues to reopen and campuses work to energize the college experience, Phi Delta Theta used this great opportunity to reintroduce itself in a proud, visible, and responsible way through the We Are Phi Delt campaign, by emphasizing that Phi Delts are initiators, responsible leaders, family, students, campus ambassadors, and philanthropists. So let's talk about recruitment first. We saw a 64% increase in the fall of 2021 new members and compared to fall of 2020. 26% increase from the previous 3-year average of fall new members, and a 16% increase from the 2-year average prior to the pandemic. In Canada, we saw a 52% increase in new members this year, and we expect that to further increase as more chapters complete recruitment and report new members. Canadian chapters all time are nearing 10,000 initiates. With 9,337 as of today, we are set to reach 9,500 next fall. As far as retention is concerned, we retain 98% of our undergraduate members. Similarly, 98% of our chapters remained open and conducted chapter operations, albeit some of which were in hybrid form. And 88% of those new members that were recruited in 2021 were retained. As far as expansion is concerned, we decided to continue with our expansion efforts, although much of it was done in a virtual environment, and we installed 11 chapters, including BC Gamma at Okanagan in February of 2022. That's our most recent chapter, and we're very thrilled about that new group. We have one additional emerging chapter in Canada, and that's Ontario Ada, which is at Queen's. And based on a recent call of fraternity headquarters with a presence in Canada, Phi Delta Theta has been at the most campuses all time and has the most long-standing chapters and emerging chapters in Canada today. As far as chapter support, we conducted over 1,000 Zoom calls by GHQ staff and chapter leaders. We offered a first-generation student recruitment and $250,000 in scholarships for first-generation college students. We developed diversity and inclusion education programming. We developed also a 6-point personal wellness program to help FIs proactively address mental health and find professional assistance. We enhanced the bystander education program to do what ought to be done, to ensure that FIs know what to do and how to find assistance in episodes of alcohol and drug abuse, hazing, mental health, or sexual assault. We conducted effective virtual recruitment workshops paired with coaching assistance to those who are significantly impacted by COVID or have large graduating classes in the upcoming 2 years. And we implemented a standardized new member program that emphasizes initiative, responsibility, teamwork, and accountability. As far as educational opportunities, the fraternity saw 1,398 participants in its completely modified online educational programming. There was one specific conference, which is the largest conference to date. We've continued undergraduate programming via virtual Kleberg Emerging Leadership Institute in the fall of 2021, which we hope to have in person in August of this summer. That's the current plan in Oxford, Ohio at Miami University. So I hope to see some of you there. And then we had in-person President's Leadership Conference in January of 2022. And I know, unfortunately, the Canadian chapters were not able to attend because of COVID restrictions and guidelines, but we hope that will open up soon. As far as member development, we've developed a pursuit of greatness in the accreditation through Credly, offering certifications in personal and professional development. We offer virtual leadership summer series focusing on operations, health and safety, and growth to restore and improve the nuts and bolts of chapter operations, and safely plan social events as our members reconnect with each other and their university communities. As far as scholastics are concerned, our GPA is a 3.23 average chapter GPA, which is up from 3.0. And in community service, Phi Delts from around the United States and Canada found purpose in supporting a cause greater than themselves to battle ALS, the disease that afflicted our brother Lou Gehrig, and to support the ALS warriors and those families who are facing it. And in June 2021 was the first ever Major League Baseball sponsored Lou Gehrig Day that will significantly raise awareness and advocacy for ALS. Phi Delta Theta joined with many ballparks to recognize Lou Gehrig Award finalists and recipients and helped gift specialized wheelchairs to 3 ALS families in need. As the fraternity is redefined, it will be measured by the impact we make on the world, and Phi Delta Theta is poised to help end ALS. Our next announcement for the Lou Gehrig Award is coming up in this June, and it's going to be in Kansas City. Check the website for details. Look, as undergraduate, as campus ambassadors, Phi Delta undergraduates can be champions for their schools and provide an experience that not only retains current students, but attracts new ones. Phi Delta Theta offers strong value proposition focused on principles, engagement, and leadership. This has been demonstrated by our current and past success at our Canadian chapters. To the alumni, I want to say thank you to the Canadian Foundation Board, especially Chairman Rob McGinnis and Chris, who helped with the award process this year. Province Presidents Graham, Gopal, and Michael. And of course, I want to thank Ernie for helping to pull all this together tonight. Our fraternity is better off because of all of your contributions. Look, Phi Delta Theta is proud of who we are, what we offer, and the impact we make on the world. Help us lead the way into 2022 and 23 to show the world that we can proudly say that we are Phi Delt. Congratulations again to the recipients. I wish you well as you wrap up this academic year. And as always, proud to be a Phi.
Good evening, brothers. My name is Gopal Iyer. I am the Town North Province President, encompassing all of Western Canada. I have 4 chapters in my province. That's BC Alpha, University of British Columbia, Manitoba Alpha at University of Manitoba, Alberta Alpha at University of Alberta, and the newest installed chapter as of February 19th, 2022, BC Gamma at University of British Columbia, Okanagan. Chapters continue to address challenges due to COVID, but the chapters in the province have found ways of connecting with new members and increasing retention for members through their undergraduate experience. Congratulations to all the recipients of this year's foundation scholarships, and becoming the greatest version of yourself has been kind of something of a mantra for Phi Delts. But the addition of the Pursuit of Greatness program and having the Canadian Foundation presents opportunities for Phi Delts to strive and persevere to achieve excellence personally and professionally. So future applicants, the resources are there for you. You just need to access them. Again, congratulations to this year's recipients. Proud to be a Phi.
Good evening, and thank you all for joining this special awards presentation. My name is Graham Erskine, and I'm the province president of the Alpha West region, which includes Ontario Alpha, Ontario Beta, Ontario Gamma, and Ontario Delta, the 2021 Hauser Trophy winners for Top Canadian Chapter. This year continued to present a wide array of challenges for our undergraduate chapters to navigate, and I'm proud of our members for not only maintaining chapter operations, but also finding ways to thrive and succeed. The Canadian Foundation has played a crucial role in supporting our chapter's efforts, ranging from scholarships like the ones being presented tonight, supporting our chapter's efforts to attend conferences, and advocating to General Headquarters on behalf of our Canadian members. Tonight is a fantastic example of the important work being done by these volunteers and why everyone who can should consider adding their financial support for these initiatives or their time towards furthering these programs and our local chapters. Congratulations to all the winners and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Good evening, brothers. My name is Mike Ganyevik, and I'm the province president for the Alpha East Province, which has chapters at Dalhousie, McGill, Carleton, and Queens. Firstly, thank you so much to the Canadian Foundation for once again having a great event online that is bringing Canadian Phis together across Canada and the world. I wanted to say congratulations to all of the applicants, nominees, and of course the award winners. Your work for Phi Delta Theta in Canada has not gone unnoticed, and without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. I know my chapters have had a really tough 2 years going through the pandemic, but I am really proud of each and every one of them. People have really worked hard to make sure that they keep recruiting as best as possible, to make sure that they keep meeting as best as possible. And I am super confident that we are ready to bounce back greater than ever in the fall semester. So once again, thanks to everybody for all your hard work. I really look forward to seeing you soon in person. Have a great night.
Thank you to Brother Almacy and our province presidents. As always, we thank the General Council and General Headquarters for providing their support and encouragement. We are delighted that you have joined us today and share in our success. As the chair of the awards committee, I want to first thank all of the students who submitted awards applications to the 2021 Canadian Foundation Awards. Although these decisions are never easy, we are very proud of the work that you do within your chapters, the focus you place on your education, and the impact that you have on your communities. Without further ado, it is time to announce the winners of the 2021 Canadian Foundation Awards and Scholarships.
So it's my honor to kick off everything this evening with a special announcement. The Canadian Foundation has for decades been fortunate to have Grant Laurie on its board of directors. He has been the Foundation's longest-standing director and was for many years its chairman. From his early days on the board, Grant almost single-handedly sustained the Foundation as its top donor, its chief fundraiser, and its primary promoter. Annual campaigns were driven primarily by Grant, who, along with other directors, would literally fold letters into envelopes, lick stamps, and add personal appeals at the bottom of potential donor letters. These early years were pretty lean ones for the Foundation, which, unlike its U.S. counterpart, remains an all-volunteer effort with no paid staff. In those early days, it was not uncommon to receive only $8,000 or $10,000 in annual donations from a few dozen alumni. we would be lucky to award 3 or 4 scholarships totaling $5,000 or $6,000 per year. In contrast, this year, with Grant as a board member, the Canadian Foundation raised over $110,000 from over 150 alumni. Grant's tenure on the board has seen quite a positive change for the Canadian Foundation. Grant was initiated at the University of Toronto chapter on November 30th, 1966 as bond number 627. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in commerce, and he rose through the ranks of the investment industry, joined the board of directors at RBC Dominion Securities, and eventually moved into the private client group, where he is currently a senior portfolio manager and wealth advisor with the Denham-Laurie Wealth Management Group. Grant has enjoyed a long association with the fraternity in a volunteer capacity. He was the Alpha North Province President from 1984 to 1989, and a member of the Ontario House Corporation from 2016 to 17. His deepest involvement with Phi Delta Theta, however, has been as a director of the Canadian Foundation, where he served as its chairman for many years. He remains a board member of the foundation to this day and heads the foundation's investment committee. To characterize Grant as a leader, both in the business world and in Phi Delta Theta, is an understatement. He has been a mentor to many undergraduates and alumni alike. His quiet presence and influence with others leads them to do their best, and his friendship with countless Phis across the country and throughout the fraternity is boundless. It is for this reason that the Canadian Foundation's Board of Directors has unanimously voted to recognize the Foundation's preeminent award winner in the leadership category, henceforth as the Grant Laurie Canadian Phi Delta Theta Foundation Leadership Award. Quite a moniker for quite a guy. Congratulations, Grant, and with that mighty award now renamed, I'm pleased to announce the inaugural winner of the Canadian Foundation's Laurie Leadership Award. He is from Carleton University and the Ontario Epsilon chapter, and it's Pierce Burch. Pierce is a graduating senior studying geography and environmental sciences. His exceptional leadership qualities have been displayed throughout every facet of the fraternity and university life. Running down a list of positions held, you will see that he has served as the president and vice president of his Ontario Epsilon chapter. He's also played pivotal roles in both student governments on his university campus, as the vice president of academic of the Carleton Academic Student Government, and as the Carleton University Students Association's counselor representing the Faculty of Arts and Science. After graduation, Pierce is looking to work in the field of environmental consulting, applying his knowledge of geographic information systems to hand over a better Earth to future generations. He has also a keen eye on getting involved with the local alumni club and chapter advisory board in Ottawa, supporting future leaders coming through the chapter at Carleton. A true leader by example and a commanding voice in any room, Pierce is a deserving winner of the first ever Grant Laurie Leadership Award.
Hi, everybody. In September 2018, Alumni Brothers of the Manitoba Alpha chapter at the University of Manitoba established a new fund to recognize active campus leaders who contribute to the success of the undergraduate chapter and the campus community. This fully endowed and designated fund will support many current and future University of Manitoba students as they start their leadership development journey as members of Phi Delta Theta. This year's Manitoba Alpha Leadership Award winner in the amount of $3,000 is Derek Patten. Derek has served a number of important roles at Manitoba Alpha, including president, vice president, and communications chair. He is in pre-masters in German Slavic and Slavic studies at the University of Manitoba, and he has earned numerous scholarships during his university career. He has also had leadership responsibilities in a wide variety of campus, religious, and community volunteer organizations. So on behalf of the Phi Delts and Friends of Manitoba Alpha, congratulations, Derek.
Our next award winner is Bradley Gibbons. Bradley is a third-year student studying chemistry at the University of British Columbia's Okanagan campus, a member of BC Gamma's original Founding Father class, and now a multiple-year award winner of the Canadian Foundation. An aspiring dentist, Bradley holds a 4.0 GPA in a highly demanding undergraduate science program. Academic success for Bradley is the result of an incredible work ethic and well-polished time management skills, as he is also a highly decorated competitive water skier. Even in a semester where he missed 2 weeks of school to compete in the U21 Pan American Championships in Chapala, Mexico, he was able to maintain an 87.2 average. We are delighted to recognize Bradley with an award in the academic pathway in the amount of $2,500. Congratulations, Bradley.
Our next award winner is Nishit Kumar. Nishit is a second-year computer science student at McMaster University. He holds a 3.5 GPA and takes a keen interest in the world of cybersecurity. His career goals center around making technology more accessible to underprivileged children in developing countries, which he hopes to accomplish through entrepreneurship and innovation. In his application, Nishit presented the selection committee with one of his guiding quotes: "The capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice." Nishit has certainly chose and committed to the cardinal principle of sound learning, and for that we are delighted to recognize him with an award in the academic pathway in the amount of $2,000. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Dante Babin. Dante is a fourth-year management student at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan, and was the first ever chapter president of British Columbia Gamma. Since being awarded a leadership award from the Canadian Foundation last year, Dante has continued to demonstrate the leadership qualities that make him deserving of an award for the second consecutive year. In today's social landscape, it's as important as ever to evolve the culture of our organizations and chapters to match the expectations of current and future members. One of Dante's proudest accomplishments as a chapter leader this past year has been his commitment to driving conversations about unconscious bias and inclusivity. He has also seen his leadership qualities recognized outside of the fraternity, having recently been promoted to become People and Safety Lead at his local Lululemon store in Kelowna. We're delighted to recognize Dante with an award in the leadership pathway in the amount of $2,000. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Kodiak Patel. Kodiak is a fourth-year fine arts student at the University of Alberta. Another former winner of a Canadian Foundation Leadership Award, Kodiak has served his Alberta Alpha chapter in more than 5 different positions throughout his active years, most notably as chapter president. Through his leadership, the chapter was able to carry positive momentum through the worst of the COVID-19 pandemic and have a successful return to campus. We are delighted to recognize Kodiak with an award in leadership pathway in the amount of $2,000. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Phil Wu. Phil is a second-year business student at the University of British Columbia. He has served on British Columbia Alpha's executive board as philanthropy chair and recruitment chair, and is a director of operations for Drop the Puck for Mental Health, a charity hockey game that raises awareness and funds for mental health within the student community. In its first few years, the event has raised over $40,000 for the Vancouver-Fraser division of the Canadian Mental Health Association. We are delighted to recognize Phil with an award in the leadership pathway in the amount of $2,000. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Noah Pedrozzoli. Noah is a second-year criminology and political science student at the University of Toronto. Carrying a 3.12 GPA, he hopes to one day attend law school and become a criminal prosecutor. Noah is very unique, where although he hails from the U.S., English is his third language. His native tongue is French, and second language is Italian. No matter what the language, Noah has shown an unwavering dedication to his studies, and we are delighted to recognize Noah with an award in the academic pathway in the amount of $2,000. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Sebastian Panagos. Sebastian is a fourth-year marine biology student at Dalhousie University. An inspirational leader to his fellow brothers, he played a pivotal role in helping Nova Scotia Alpha rebound from minimum chapter size during his term as chapter president. He credits his perseverance and leadership qualities to a successful battle with cancer at a young age, giving him an important perspective of peer support and vulnerability in the scope of chapter operations. He is currently working towards becoming an Iron Phi and hopes to complete the accomplishment by kayaking across Lake Ontario from Kingston to Cape Vincent. We are delighted to recognize Sebastian with an award in the Leadership Pathway in the amount of $2,000. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Sad Bag. Sad is a fourth-year mechanical engineering student at McMaster University. He is a two-term president of the Ontario Gamma chapter, another one in the series of leadership award winners who guided their chapters through COVID-related rebuilds. Sad takes great pride in being a first-generation immigrant and being able to successfully adapt to thrive in his new environment with the support of his chapter brothers. He's been involved on campus as an orientation leader, immersed himself in many different student organizations and clubs, and is a seasoned public speaker and problem solver. We are delighted to recognize Sad with an award in the Leadership Pathway in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Alexander Soltan. Alexander is a third-year electrical engineering student at Queen's University. Within the fraternity, he has served as the recruitment chair for the Ontario Ada chapter, and on the academic side, he holds a very strong 3.84 GPA. His commitment to academics goes beyond his own learning. He has worked as a peer mentor within the engineering department. In this role, he helps first-year engineering students who are struggling with their grades learn the organizational and study skills required to successfully remain and thrive in the department. We are delighted to recognize Alexander with an award in the Academic Pathway in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations.
Our next award winner is Vasily Picconi. Vasily is a fourth-year electrical engineering honors student at McGill University. Known around his chapter and engineering department as a great collaborator and ultimate study partner, he holds a 3.6 GPA in a very competitive discipline. Vasily is particularly interested in pursuing a career in the aerospace industry and balances his schoolwork with working remotely on cutting-edge aerospace research with a team at UCLA. If that doesn't seem like enough activity for him, he holds the positions of warden and marketing chair for Quebec Alpha and serves as a teaching assistant for 2 undergraduate math courses. We are delighted to recognize Vasily with an award in the Academic Pathway in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations.
There are a few more undergraduate brothers who are deserving of recognition for their academic achievements this year. Our remaining award winners in the Academic Pathway are, from the University of British Columbia and British Columbia Alpha Chapter, John Go. From Carleton University and the Ontario Epsilon Chapter, Benjamin Liu. From Western University and the Ontario Beta Chapter, Thomas Smithson. From the University of Alberta and the Alberta Alpha Chapter, Ethan Randall. And from Dalhousie University and the Nova Scotia Alpha Chapter, Javier Malali. Congratulations to all our brothers.
And finally, our remaining award winners in the Leadership Pathway. Winning the John McCracken Ontario Alpha Leadership Award from the University of Toronto, Nithin Iluvathingal. From the University of Manitoba and the Manitoba Alpha Chapter, Victor Walks and Xander Pavagani. From McGill University and the Quebec Alpha Chapter, Erling Rolseth. From York University and the Ontario Delta Chapter, Sean Lee. From Queen's University and the Ontario Ada Chapter, Connor Brown. Congratulations to all.
Each year, the Phi Delta Theta Canadian Foundation awards the J. Fred Green Award to the top scholarship recipient across the country. This award is named in honor and recognition of Brother J. Fred Green, who is initiated into the Ontario Alpha Chapter at the University of Toronto on November 15, 1926. He had a lifetime of contributions to the fraternity as a chapter advisor, alumni club secretary, province president, and most importantly and relevant for us, was one of the founders of the Canadian Foundation back in 1974. Although Brother Green entered the chapter grand in 2004, his legacy lives on in the Canadian Foundation's top award, which we are now delighted to announce. The 2021 recipient of the J. Fred Green Award in the amount of $2,500 is from York University and the Ontario Delta chapter, Adriano Vitesse. Adriano is a second-year biology student that has achieved a near-perfect 8.81 out of a 9 GPA to this point in his university career. He is described by his peers as hardworking, dedicated, and disciplined, not only in his schoolwork, but in all aspects of his life. Adriano spent last summer working 2 summer camps, Camp Quality, a camp for children who have or are currently battling cancer, and STEM Camp, where youth are provided hands-on learning to explore their sense of wonder. Through organizing activities, coordinating events, and creating a safe, positive, and enjoyable atmosphere, he found himself developing as a leader and unlocked a passion for future generations. When you look at his involvement within the chapter as community service chairman and his ultimate career goal of attending medical school to specialize in the field of pediatrics, it is clear that there is one constant in everything that Adriano sets out to do: helping others and making a difference in their lives. We are honored to recognize Adriano as this year's top scholarship recipient, and he will join an esteemed list of past J. Fred Green Award winners that have gone to make incredible professional impacts in communities across Canada and around the world. Congratulations, Adriano, on winning the 2021 J. Fred Green Award, and best of luck to you as you continue your studies.
Well, it's been quite an evening, and I certainly want to thank each of the directors who made a presentation this evening, as well to congratulate each of the 24 award winners this evening. What a year, and what an inspiring group of young leaders we've learned more about. In summary, we've awarded a record amount of $37,250 tonight to 24 deserving undergraduates from across the country. This is a new record in terms of total dollar amount awarded, and it's the first time in our history that undergraduates from 12 different chapters and emerging chapters from across the country have received an award in a calendar year. We also recognize the extraordinary lifelong commitment and leadership of Canadian Foundation Director Grant Laree, with the newly named Grant Laree Leadership Award for the Foundation's Leading Leadership Award winner. Tonight has demonstrated in a tangible way the success of the Foundation and its award winners for 2021. We're only able to do so with your generous donations, however. And the Phi Delta Theta Canadian Foundation is run as an entirely volunteer operation. The directors that you've seen presenting here tonight, as well as the person producing tonight's video presentation, Ernie Chan, a hearty congratulations to you all for making tonight a success. And it's really the only way that we can use as much funds as possible to support and recognize deserving undergraduates. Please consider making a charitable and tax-deductible donation today to support brothers and young leaders from across this great country. The place to go to help support our efforts is phi-delta-theta.ca. After all, we hope the stories of our winners tonight will remind us all to transmit the fraternity to those who may follow, not only, not less, but greater than it was transmitted to us. We want to thank all of you once again for joining us tonight, and on behalf of the entire board of the Phi Delta Theta Canadian Foundation, congratulations once again to all of our 2021 winners. We look forward to another great year as we begin to put COVID behind us, and we hope that you'll tune in again live next year. Good evening, and proud to be a Phi.